hope you're ready for me to
Obliterate.
Yeah, I'm not really going to be that bad. Obliterate your booty hole. Black Midi are back, Midi, with the album Hellfire.
Perfect name, considering when it was released.
Yeah.
In the scorching heat.
Yes, indeed, Ian. Congratulations on that point. We're going to go through it track by track because that's what we do on the album spotlight, album review, breakdowns of albums, videos, and podcasts, things that we do. So,
Content.
starting off with the song of which the album is the same.
Daphne.
It's Hellfire. At this point, it's the voice. It's the voice.
At this point.
At this point.
1 second in.
It's the voice.
It's the voice for me.
I don't enjoy him, and
Mr.
when
Grape.
that's not 100% true because there are points in this album which we'll get to where I did enjoy him. However, when it's like what it was like on this, where he's doing 10 accents in one, I just can't fucking stand it.
Where is he from?
Really...
Is he American? Because he's South African?
I thought he was South African, but I've also heard he's from Newcastle. I don't know.
Is that why it's called Geordie Greep?
Oh, maybe that's what I'm
surely
thinking
not.
of then. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is Geordie Greep,
In context of the album, great opener.
Really good opener.
Whoa!
Compliment.
In the
Compliment
context of the
number
album,
one.
only. Very specific.
100%. Don't take
Caveat
that out
there.
of context, please. If you do, I'll sue you.
Falls on a hill out of context. We'd be fucking knackered with that. Some of the things we said.
Shit lasagna. Go on, boys. Tell me about Hellfire.
New Zealand children. Sugar Zoo. I don't know. I'm so tired.
Yeah, it's a great opener. We all agree it's a great opener. It's got
Yeah,
a great
I
sound
agree.
to it. It's got a great build-up.
Very Black Midi, but it's good. That makes it sound like I don't like old Black Midi, but I do.
There's a lot of good contrasting sound. Sorry to cut over you, Carl.
I was finished. It's fine.
Oh, good. I thought you were, but I wasn't sure. A lot of good contrasting sounds, like that kind of weird, like noises going on, electronic noises, and also just like obviously that piano sound. And I just like the cacophony of sound
what a
that's
word.
going on. It's going to be used quite a lot. How many songs in this album? 10 times that song's that word's going to be used at least.
Wow.
But a lot of cacophony in this one.
Wow. Sugar Zoo. I really like this track. We covered it. Suey. We covered it 2 weeks ago. We covered it 2 weeks ago. I really like it. It's mental. And I'm here for it.
Liam?
Jump scare in this one as well. Isn't it? Bit of a
Is that
jump
what you've
scare.
got to say?
Yeah, no, I quite like this song. It's a bit too
Sound.
manic for me. Excuse me.
Manic
Let me
Monday
finish
or
my
Manic
thought.
Street Preachers?
It's just another Manic Monday. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. Are you ready for another compliment?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah. I liked the weighing in at £600 vocal delivery.
Yeah. It's good.
That very much made me like this. Also, the transitions at this point in the album, perfect.
From song 1 to 2.
Yeah, no, but then out of this song as well into the next.
What is
Great.
that next track?
Eat Men Eat. No, they're not sitting down to eat with Marcus Mumford. It's just the name of the next song. Great production on this, and I liked the more calm melodic parts to this song. Yeah, try to be positive, boys. Can you tell?
I can tell, and I'm very glad that you've come into this with an open mind. I've said all this when it was released as a single. I'm not normally too mad on the vocals that aren't Mr. Greep's. However, they work really well on this track. I like that it's slightly calmer than the previous 2 tracks we've had, but still goes a bit mental. I think it's a great track.
Agree with everything you said musically. I don't think I like the vocals. I quite like the difference at first.
You
and
are a
now,
little bitch.
Yeah, no, I don't
Now
think
I
I
don't
could have a
think I
whole
like it.
album. I don't think I could have a whole album of it, but it's a nice breakup.
I think there are just part of this song that I don't like the vocals in, but I think I don't dislike their vocals overall. And I like the screams at the end. Love screams. Big fan. Always at first scream. And did you know that the very last part of the song is a cacophony? Say that again.
Whoa.
Of farts. Did you know
No.
that? I read about this. Yeah, I did.
Too
Apparently
much eating.
they asked like loads of fans to send in recordings of their best Trump. And that's what that last note is the piano, I think, as well, going brr. And then it's loads of sounds of fart. And I believe that people have been credited in the liner notes for that fart.
Love that.
I'm glad
Nice.
you like it.
Next track is Welcome to Hell. We covered this previously, as with all of the other songs we've covered so far. Great drumming
Journalism.
on this. Fantastic drumming. And there's a part towards 3/4 in, maybe, where it sort of gets really heavy altogether.
Cinematic.
Kind of orchestral. Yeah,
Cacophony.
cinematic. Yeah. King Cacophony. Yep. And that part is okay.
Positive okay or negative okay? I'm confused. What?
I'll let you decide.
Thank you.
I agree with Yanni. However, swap the word okay for unreal.
Bit dramatic. I'm going to say the same thing I've said every time we talk about the song. This song fucks. Fucks hard. It's a slapper. It's a slapper.
Slapper.
Just great. Every time it comes on, I just gets my head bobbing, maybe. Gets my head bobbing. And yeah, I
Like
really enjoy it.
Churchill.
Couldn't get deep enough. Struggled there.
Fucking Yoda on the mic. What's
What
going
did you
on?
say? I was going to say it's great, but that's Tony the Tiger. I don't
Did he not just
Anyway.
laugh? Oh no, that's Dastardly or Muttley, obviously.
know.
Anyway,
does
come
it have
on.
a song?
There is Still
Yes,
is the name of the track. Still. Best track, in my opinion, off the album. Because there's enjoyable music to listen to.
I think this is the most considered track
Oh,
on the record. The vocals sound wonderful. However, there is an unnecessarily long outro, which upset me.
enjoy the piece.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the respite, if I'm honest.
Great placement for this song. Well, it's just in the middle of the album, and that's where a song like this should be. Don't fuck about put 3 towards the end. That's just a stupid thing that people do nowadays. But yeah, I really enjoy the song. I think this is probably my favourite off the album. Between this and Welcome to Hell, for very different reasons. But I really like this, and I actually like the vocals in this. Is it different to Eat Man Eat vocalist?
It's bass player, I think.
So is that the same person that did Eat Man
I
Eat?
think so.
So, yeah,
I don't know,
like
maybe
the
they are
vocals in this
different.
one.
I don't know.
If it is that same person, I enjoy their vocals more than I enjoy
Mr. Creeps.
Mr. Creep.
I do like his vocals on this song anyway.
Half
Moving on,
time.
that's the one. Thanks,
Ow.
Cal.
Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, it
Ow,
hurt
or-
my ears.
Ow. Ow.
Ow.
No, ow. It hurt.
I thought it was a great transition, though.
Yeah, lovely,
Yeah,
but
really
it
good.
hurt my ears.
And it worked
Pro
so
up.
well after Still as well. Still.
Still.
It was a perfect, like, just pick back up, kind of like throw you back into the ring sort of thing.
Throw you into my ring. The race is about to begin. That has obviously also corrected because that makes no sense. The words are,
Oh, okay.
but Max in it.
Yeah, it's true.
Nice mix in it, maybe.
I think that was what I was going for, maybe.
We are so connected intellectually.
And I liked the calmer, I will really pronounce the L in that there, calmer
Armor.
outro part where the singing is actually decent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. This is very Black Midi. I think it tries to do what Welcome.
Funny enough, Cal, this album is entirely Black Midi.
I
Fuck.
think this tries to do what Welcome to Hell does, but not as well. Yep. I like the bit where about 3 minutes in where Geordie is just reciting the dictionary on times 10 speed. That was fun. Bit mad. He wasn't actually doing that, but he's just so fast. I like this song. And I didn't think I would, because 7 minutes of a Black Midi song is a lot.
I think I've listened to the first half of this album a lot more than the second half, so I'm a little bit kind of struggling to remember this song. I think that's probably pretty standard because there's a lot going on. But I do, as I'm flicking through, there are parts that I remember here and thinking that's a good part of this song, but as a song altogether, not really. But I do think the vocal delivery towards the end, Yanni, I agree, great, actually pretty good singer. But I don't like the recurring "Welcome to Hell" riff being teased, or very similar to that. That part. I just think that's kind of annoying.
Yes. Dangerous
Yes.
Liaisons. It was a track that did not stand out to me. I was
No.
on the train at this point. I feel
I
like it
agree.
kind of got lost in the track list. Didn't do enough to stand out, in my opinion.
Yep, pretty much the same. I've got nothing more to say on that at all. It really just passed me by, this one, as I was listening, which is difficult to do when all your songs sound like
Fucking hell.
like that.
Jump scare number 3.
Oh gosh. Wow, that really. Got me
Pass by
spicy,
that
that
one.
one.
Hate you.
Very Dangerous Liaisons. What was I going to say now? I've completely lost my train of thought. I need dick.
alright.
There was some nice like just jazz moments in this song, just like pure jazz.
Do you like jazz?
That's jazz.
You know what I mean? I was pretending to when I was listening to this one, but then yeah, overall I don't really remember the song very much.
Very much.
Very
The
much.
next one is The Defence, which is a key part of any football team. All right, Cal?
You are right.
Thank you.
Everton have recently improved theirs with the signing of James Tarkowski.
I'm glad we took that
Tchaikovsky.
short break to discuss Everton.
Yes.
As being a key part of a football team, I would think this is a key part of this album.
Yep.
This took an unexpected turn for me. It was very, the melodies and everything was very like 50s, 60s-ish kind of music, which was very weird. Like the melody and the arrangements. And I put, before I'd listened to the last song, I thought this might have been a good ender, to be honest with you. So yeah, that's my comments. That seemed a bit all over the place in retrospect, but
Yeah.
I hope you got something pivotal out of that.
I
did.
agree. It felt a lot to me like the end of like a show from like the 50s or something. You're right, or maybe a bit earlier. And it's like, well, this is our final song. This has been our show. Thank you for coming. Diddle-a-doo. That's how it felt to me.
Hop on a
And
time
you're-
machine there.
And that's kind of do you know like Charlie's last song in The Nightman Cometh when he's like, will you
Yes.
please marry me? That same sort of thing. Wrapping it up.
You sound a bit Italian. You please marry me.
I couldn't remember the real melody, but close enough.
I'm going to use an adjective to describe a Black Midi song that I never
Cacophony.
thought I would use to describe a Black Midi song. And that adjective is lovely. It was just a lovely
It's
song.
gorgeous. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, the musicality. I mean, the musicality on every Black Midi song is superb, whether or not
Up
you
for
like,
debate.
whether you like it or not. But I think their ability is unreal.
Ability is different to musicality, Cole.
Well, fair, but they're always whatever. But this
Very
was
different.
superb, and I loved it. And the same can be said for the final track on the album, which is 27 questions.
They're all about us.
Sadly, they're not. I thought this was quite a clever song lyrically, sorry. However, I also couldn't shake the idea that it's something that Barney Stinson could have sang on How I Met Your Mother. And if either of you have seen How I Met Your Mother, you might agree with me.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I do like it as a closer, though.
Alienating everyone
Yeah.
there.
I do like it as a
Carl-
closer, though. It was good.
I do
I
want
like
to
How I
ask you,
Met Your Mother,
why
so-
are you reading the lyrics? I don't need to know what the lyrics say. I don't know about you, Yanni. I don't care.
No, I
what's
don't
going on.
care.
I'm sure he's just talking about like giraffes and things. I don't know what's
Talking
going on.
shit.
No, I'm
eh?
not.
I don't need to
no,
know.
I'm not reading the lyrics. I
fascinated
just
that
thought
you
it was.
re-
I thought it was clever.
You can hear
that-
what he's saying. Is that what you're telling me? You
No,
know what
I mean-
he's saying.
The fact that it was called 27 questions and then it ends on 26 questions.
Oh yeah.
I just
Oh,
thought it was
did it?
clever. Yeah, and he
Or
said,
did it?
I don't know, I didn't count. So maybe it wasn't clever at all.
I did
Sorry
like the
for
questions.
trying to
though.
compliment you. Fucking hell.
He's not listening. mate. I did like the questions.
yeah,
Good questions though.
yeah, some solid questions. 6 more than necessary, to be honest. Just ask 50 Cent. He'll
Well,
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Although I think I do prefer the defense as the closer, this also worked in context of the album as a closer as well. It's kind of annoying that either one could have worked. I also then left it on to repeat the album in case it kind of did a thing where it would loop back into itself, because it felt that way when I was listening to it. And it kind of works, but it's not like purposely meant to do that or anything. But yeah, it bookmarks it, I suppose, quite well. I just think for me, the defense was a better ender, maybe.
Fair.
Sorry, let me just say, I've just counted there's only 19 questions.
Oh, well,
so
fucking
everyone's been
hell.
fucking hell off there. And I agree, Yanni. I do think the last two songs have been swapped over. But I do like this kind of give me a little swap. I do like this kind of like final act of these last two songs. And
Yeah.
I could have had another well-written song in the same style to kind of last chunk even. I think that would have been fine. But I do think you finished on the wrong of the two. The wrong one of the two.
Yeah.
Very true. Any overall thoughts, or are you just going to end it? Not your life.
I'm
the
looking at
review.
it right now, I'm sorry. I have on TV.
Overall, I think you two are surprised by how complimentary I've been.
Yeah, I'm glad that you gave it an actual attempt. Not
I
saying that you
tried
But
last week and genuinely thought there's no way in Hellfire that I'm going to
Really?
enjoy this, even the slightest bit. But I took away moments. I think it helped that one of the first songs that from the album that we hadn't covered as a single prior to it that I listened to was Still. And so I could ground myself to something that I knew I would like at some point in the album. And it came at the perfect place. So I'd gone through the songs we'd heard before, and there were elements that, because they were familiar, I suppose, I enjoyed more. And then it got to that one, and that which I really liked. And yeah, by that point, I think I was I was in it. So I'd settled into what I was meant to
wow.
expect. So it didn't seem as
What?
abrasive.
Aggressive.
As if. So yeah,
I
that
did
was my
find it
overall
funny
thoughts.
when you said, when I asked you if you'd listened to it, and you're like, oh yeah, I've listened to Still, I really like that. Okay, that's, don't get your hopes up.
Yeah.
One of a kind.
But now we must rate, mustn't we?
We must.
Must we?
Hallam,
Yes.
please tell me your score.
Please read.
Okay. Well, I enjoyed this record. I liked the fact that there was a bit more singing on it, and I think it's definitely the most cohesive record of theirs. So I am going to give it a 7.
Wow.
Ian.
Safe from Carl here. I'm also going to give it a 7.
Wow.
That's all you get from me.
Personally speaking, because it is my time to give my score,
Mhm.
if in general I liked Black Midi more, I think I would give this an 8.
Yeah, I think I agree
Yeah,
with you
I
on
think
that
so.
sentiment.
However, I'm just not at that. I'm getting there, obviously, because you can tell from my review of this that I'm slowly getting my way there. But I'm not quite there yet with them. There's still elements of it that I just can't get past. So for that reason, it's a 7 for me as well.
Wow.
I would buy a cap now at this point. I enjoy. I get a 7. Let yourself get to 7. I'll wear a cap.
So
Do you
so
want to sum it up?
Liam, just fire away. Mode, median, mean, please.
7, 7, 7. The number of. Oh God.
And what's the range? I
This
can't do that anymore, can you? Can't do
jack
that
shit,
sign.
baby. This jack shit.
It is jack shit.